All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. 22, check. Cover. 22.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. It's our field.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Off the bootleg. Herbert, and the pressure gets to him again. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They're going deep for Hill. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, it's 9-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got him. Check your hot read. 66. Pull it. Alert flag.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
No gain on this defense. No gain. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Wait. Undercrush.
Jackson will keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 1.
Jim. Check it back. Hey, watch it. Check three.
They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On third down, McFarland. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hsufengchengy on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Chargers.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha!
To throw again, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. So if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Back to throw. Herbert, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert gets this one to Hill, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Herbert being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
You got 3, 3 down.
Throwing again, Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
We got this.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 9 good yards here on the run, and now third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Herbert, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Ty Long now, and he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Hardy. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
57.
To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Matt Judon, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's airing it out for Williams. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for them. But I think the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. A gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Luke Kuechly. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Joey Bosa able to get him for a loss of about 3.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and it's a touchdown, Ravens. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 2. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On the ground, it's Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Herbert. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick, one of the up middle. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Come on, set.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
What we got? 57. 57 to Mike. Hey. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike, bring it. Bring it.
Jackson throwing again. Throw left side complete. It's Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows line. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the claim.